Hello, hello. Happy Thursday, everyone. I hope your week is coming to a beautiful close. It's been kind of a hectic week here, as happens when from time to time in life. It's definitely not that chill summer week that I'm hearing so many people are having on vacation right now, but which is really interesting that I'm talking today about when time isn't on your side. And certainly this week it doesn't feel like time is on my side because holy moly, it's been a really busy week. There's been more to do than I can do. And and that's kind of what I want to talk about. Like time is limited, right? We don't have forever. And lately the Rolling Stones song Time is on My Side has been running through my head and I'm like, "Oh, that's not true. Time's not on my side." And and this comes up a lot because life is finite. I've always been like a little existentially inclined. I know that things are temporary. It's always been a big fear. I've had death in my life from very early on. And it's just a fact, right? Like we don't get to live forever. And lately, this has really been brought home for me again with Matt's diagnosis. Now, I want to start out by saying that although yes, he has cancer, he has chronic lymphocytic leukemia, it's stage 2. We're expecting him to live a long time at this point. It will be a few more years before he would need treatment. So it's it's not the worst thing that's ever happened. But there has been this whole unfolding of the diagnostic process and figuring out what staging is and discovering new things along the way. And it hasn't always been clear, and most of the information that's online is outdated. So I really had no idea how much longer I would get to keep my partner, the love of my life. And it's really been hit home to me that thank God I met him when I did. Thank God we met before the diagnosis. Thank God if he only had a few years that we have met now. And not long ago, for whatever reason, and I can't remember why, we watched the movie When Harry Met Sally. And in that movie, Harry Burns says, when you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody, you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible. In that movie, he had somebody in mind, Sally. But realistically, even if you don't have someone specific in mind, you know that if you want a partner, you want to go out there and find that partner as soon as possible. You don't want to wait around because we don't get to live forever. We don't know how long we have. It could take some time for you to get energetically aligned and figure out your action plan to make it happen. These were all things that I was thinking as I was rounding this corner of, really knowing I wanted a partner, getting clear. I would say it was like the end of 2018. I realized I definitely want a partner, need to get clear on this. I knew I needed to hire a coach because I was way better at trashing relationships than nurturing them, or like really not, just couldn't open up my heart. I knew that, like, my divorce had just made it hard for me to open up again. I knew I was going to need a coach to get me through it. And I didn't want to spend the money. I don't know if any of you can relate to this. Didn't want to spend the time either. I was really busy. I was working 70 hours a week. And I realized back then, I'm 53 years old. I'm not getting any younger. I'm not going to wait until retirement. I'll be 70, which is fine. It's not like it's too late then, but I want more time with this person. Now that I'm clear that I want to open my heart to somebody, I want to celebrate a 25-year anniversary with them. So not only do you realize, when you realize you want to spend the rest of your life with someone, you kind of want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible. Even if you don't know who that someone is, there will be a someone. If that is in your heart, that's a sacred desire that's been implanted there. So you want to start as soon as possible. You want to get out there and look for them. You want to clean up your own internal energy. You want to be in a place where you can safely open up your heart to let someone else in, where you can trust yourself to set good boundaries, where you're only going to let in people who are in alignment with you. That's where you want to be. But I'm going to add on to that. Not only do you want the rest of your life to start as soon as possible, you want it to last as long as possible. So the sooner you find that partner, the sooner you make the job change, the sooner you live your life purpose, the more time you get to spend doing it. So the sooner I find Matt, the sooner I found him, the more years I get to have him, the more birthdays, the more anniversaries, the more special occasions, the more family photos he's in, the more things we have that we remember together, the more memories. Yeah, the more memories we make. And the more world building you get to do. You're building a world. You're not just opening up for a partner. You're not just finding someone to spend time with. You're actually shaping the world in a particular way, and you're shifting who you are, how you are, and the two of you as a couple will impact the world in a very different way than you are as a single person now. And that's not to say it's better, but if you're walking the path of partnership and you're aware some of the healing that you need to do really can only take place in partnership, then you have to face the fact that that version of you that gets to live after that healing is done doesn't get to start until after the healing is done. So that partnership is really important for that. So I don't know if this resonates or doesn't resonate. I don't know if you're thinking, oh, right now is not the time. I don't have time for a partner in my life. I don't feel like really investing in the self-growth. I have XYZ things that are more important. But the reality is the things that hold you back from love in your partnership are also holding you back from full success in other areas. They're holding you back in your career. They're holding you back with relationships with friends. And there are things within you that need healing, that need self-energy to come to them and take care of them. And the longer you're in this place where you're not going to take care of those parts that need that healing, the less time you get on earth with the version of yourself that is whole again. So that's what I have for you today. I know it's a short and sweet one. I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to hear how this resonates. Drop me a line and let me know. Thanks.